So today I have a long-awaited video for you guys. Last summer when I first got my Solange inspired box braids, they were super long and thick. A lot of you guys requested on how I take care of it and how I kind of manage it to keep it looking nice, and I never got around to it, but today I decided to do it. I've had box braids my entire life. Now, since I'm trying to grow out my first relaxer, I'm going back into kind of wearing it in this style to kind of grow it out and not have to fuss too much with it. And since I've been wearing it for about 15 years of my life, I have found ways and tips and tricks to kind of help manage it and keep my hair underneath really strong. So it's way easier than you guys think, and it's super simple on how to take care of them. They're low maintenance, and that's why I love them so much. So the first thing you're gonna need is for cleansing. You do still have to cleanse your hair under the box braids. As easy it is to get lazy and not do it, you kind of do have to do it, not as often as you regularly will, but once in a while, just to get the gunk from your scalp away and help your hair still be able to grow. What I use is authentic African black soap. This is a multi-use organic product, so you can use it for anything basically, but I like to use it for my hair and my skin. And this is great because it's sulfate free. You want to use something sulfate free since you'll only be putting it in your scalp, so you don't want any drying chemical shampoos in your going directly to your scalp. So I really recommend a sulfate free shampoo or African black soap if you can find it. I section off my hair, just since my box braids are very big and long. I section them off into like 4 or 5 parts and just kind of lather it into my scalp only. You don't need to apply it to the rest because it's your hair mixing with extensions, so it's not really going to do any much good. Is oiling my scalp. You might want to do this, and you don't have to, but it will help your hair to grow. I'm trying to grow out my natural hair, so that's why I think oiling my scalp is important. And I do this about twice a week. Take one of my essential oils, usually it's these two, castor oil or coconut oil, and just apply it to the tips of my fingers and kind of massage it into my scalp and kind of give myself a scalp massage while putting in the oils. And castor oil is great. It's said to promote growth, so if you really want that, use castor oil and your hair will come out thicker. And coconut oil is great because it absorbs into your hair faster. You're going to want to wrap your hair at night, and I think this is important because if you kind of just sleep with it regularly, it's going to cause friction against your braids and your pillow, and it'll cause the braids to kind of fray and the little hairs to come out, and I don't feel like that's as clean looking as when it's all in place and stays braided. I use a satin bonnet. This is what I use for when I have my hair out and not in braids. So I use this. I put my hair in like a low ponytail or a low bun and just put this on my hair, and I try to stay away from putting it on my edges just because the elastic isn't that great for my edges. Talking about my edges, I think it's important to keep your edges looking nice while you have your hair in braids, because since the rest of your hair is back, mostly it would just be your edges that are left out, as you can see. So I like to use some type of edge control, some type of method to keep my edges laid, as people say, just so it doesn't look too messy. Especially when I want to do an updo like this one, I like to have clean cut edges. A routine I kind of go through for my edges, but let me just show you the products I use first. I really like the Cream of Nature argan oil edge control. I feel like it's great because it's really thick, and if you want something that's quick and you want to control your edges fast, this is great. Thick, it's staying there, you know, so that's great if you want something really fast. But if you want to kind of do it overnight, I suggest using Eco Styler gel because this gives a less wet look. I feel like the baby hairs or wet edges look is kind of played out, which is what this kind of gives me, but this one is a little bit more natural and it dries, so it doesn't look as fake looking. It just looks like you have tamed edges. I usually just brush this through my hair with a toothbrush the night before, then just tie a satin scarf around my edges to kind of keep it in place, and by the time I wake up it's tamed without looking too fake looking. So those are what I recommend for my edges. Do something to my edges. I usually use a spray bottle full of water, and I use this to kind of wet my edges, then put some oils in it to moisturize my edges. Then I put a styling product in, because it just helps your hair to be moisturized underneath all the product. You don't want your hair to look dry with gel, because then it will just flake, and that is not a good look. So I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's super simple. If you guys want me to do maybe a video on styling box braids, like some hairstyles I do when my hair is in box braids, I can do that. Just recommend it down below. And don't forget to follow me on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. All those links will be in the down bar, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!